Sacramento. As y'all know, I'm in Sacramento, California. And, there's just been a lot of propaganda concerning, uh, the accusations of black people targeting Asians for violence. And it's just not true. And it's propaganda. And, everybody's in on it. I mean, you got all the mainstream media outlets that are in on it, and that are taking part in these what I'll call hit pieces, because they're nothing but hit pieces that are going on. So because it's all fabricated, black people are not targeting Asians like that. And if y'all want to talk about what true oppression is, and what that really looks like, and want to compare it to how we get treated as black people, there's no comparison. There's no comparison at all. And the accusations that I'm hearing, uh, it doesn't equate to really hate. They can't really pinpoint these so-called attacks to being connected to hate crimes, because it's fabricated. There was a story that happened not too long ago. I'm getting. I don't have all the details of the story because I'm not covering that story in particular. But it was saying something about that there was a brother, that a young dude. I think he was 19 years old, black dude, who ran up and shoved a an elderly Asian man down to the ground, and he fell, hit his head, and he ended up dying 2 days later in the hospital. Now they try to jump on that and say that, hey, that was a hate crime. Then not too long after that, the report said that the guy they're investigating to see if it was even racially motivated, because the old man was wearing a mask and had a hat on. So the young kid was having a mental breakdown. So he didn't even know the race of the old man. He didn't know he was Asian. He just ran up and shoved an old man down. As far as he was concerned in that mental breakdown, it was just an old man he was pushing down. He came up from behind. It's on video. So you can't try to lie and say, oh no, he knew this and he knew, because he didn't. And they try to jump on that as if that was a hate crime, an anti-Asian hate crime from a black person. See, what's going on is this. They're trying to change the conversation because our reparations claim is getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and it's our righteous demand. Okay? So instead of just saying, you know what, we owe the descendants of slaves this money, we owe them for unpaid labor, let's just start paying them off now. They know most of us are not going to flee the country and go spend our money elsewhere. Most of us are going to stay right here and spend money are directly connected to major corporations. America would make huge money if they just paid reparations out to black people, because it would super stimulate the economy. But instead of doing that, their anti-black hatred is so strong that they would rather deflect and start changing the conversation. And how about this? Flipping it on us and saying, you know what? Y'all the reason why that there's anti-black hate. And not only that, you're attacking Asians based on race. They're getting desperate. And it just shows how effective we are. I was listening to Authentic Black Goddess TV. Shout out to her. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed, Jason Black, Professor Black's Truth. And she pointed out that, look, we're effective. That's why this is them politically squirming. Okay? it doesn't make sense for them to try to pin all, and it's all of a sudden Kamala Harris is in office. She's Asian, right? Black sometimes. And all of a sudden there's this anti-Asian racism going on. All of a sudden, right? This is all orchestrated. And another point that people got to realize and probably forgot. When the coronavirus hit, right? When the coronavirus first hit, it was white supremacists who were attacking Asians, who were saying that, are y'all serving dog, y'all doing this, who were giving them verbal anti-Asian rhetoric that was in the news, that was being thrust upon the Asian community because of the coronavirus. It was white supremacists who were making fun of Asians and were trying to pin the coronavirus on Asians. You didn't hear the Asians, you heard them whine a little bit, but they weren't turning around saying, hey, there's a bunch of anti-Asian racism going on coming from the white community. They criticized Trump a little bit for calling it the Asian virus and all this. But other than that, they weren't coming out stand up against white supremacy. Not like we do. These other groups are always trying to find a way to attack us for their own benefit. But then when they're being directly attacked by white supremacy, they want to try to align with us. Otherwise, they're so desperate to be the victim of racism. And don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, black folk. They know that our reparations is coming, and they're trying to attach themselves to it. They know what's coming. And all these other groups don't want to see us get reparations unless they're going to get a bigger piece of it. How about that? How does that make sense? So black folks, we got to not let, people like, news propaganda outlets like the LA Slimes and the New York Slimes and the Washington Post and all these other guys try to brainwash us with these lies about us. Because they're trying to just change the discussion and they're trying to deflect. And it's very disrespectful, to be honest. How does that even make sense? And you know what? And here's another thing, too. Everybody knows better than that. Don't let them fool you. They know that the anti-black racism that's going on, that we're the main target, and the Asian community knows that there ain't no anti-Asian sentiment coming from the black community as a whole. They know better than that. Black people are not going out killing Asians. We're just not doing it. We're just not doing it. Because I tell you what, see, what it is, they think they're slick with their argument. They think they're slick with their argument. Because see, what they're trying to do is, if we were really attacking Asians like that and killing Asians like that as a group, number one, their reaction wouldn't be as it is. It'd be a whole nother thing. It'd be a whole nother thing. They wouldn't be whining this little like this. Oh no. Not only that, the white supremacists would be they would find that as an opportunity to mass incarcerate us over that. And it would be plastered all over news that, hey, black men are going to jail and are guilty of violent attacks against Asians, and that's why we're locking them up. They had no problem doing that during the war on drugs and the crack era. They had no problem doing that when gang activity goes on. They have no problem boasting about that in the media, don't they? They ain't got no problem doing that. They can't do it with this situation because it just isn't happening. So, having said that, I want to go into the story, okay, that y'all really need to see and hear about. Black folk, this is very disrespectful. It's gonna have you. It's almost funny. It's almost funny in an insulting way, if that makes sense. So let me read this article. Okay, I'm gonna read this article from the LA Times. Now, this was a local story from Fox 40 News in Sacramento. And the LA Times picked it up. See, they're all getting in on this. They're all making it known that, hey, this is a political Me Too on black people. Think about this. This ain't nothing but a political Me Too. And a lot of that Me Too, and check it out, Me Too was a lot of that's based on lies and trying to benefit off lies against black people. See, they're trying to make this a literal market. Propaganda against black people is a literal financial market. Okay, so the title says, "Man left a dead cat in front of Asian-owned businesses is investigated for a possible hate crime." Let's just stop right there at the title. Left a dead cat. Okay, so that equivalates a hate crime? And you notice the headline says possible hate crime. And you're investigating somebody leaving a dead cat? Come on, man, while black people out here dying. Natasha Harling, Peter Liang. Don't let me go on and on with this. Are you kidding me? Daniel Holtzclaw, who's going around raping sisters. He wasn't leaving no dead cat. He was going around raping sisters. I don't want to hear that. So let me go ahead and read this, y'all. An incident involving a man leaving a box containing a mutilated cat, a cat carcass outside an Asian family-run butcher shop in Sacramento is being investigated as a possible hate crime, authorities say. Caught on video surveillance tape, the incident occurred Monday evening outside Mad Butcher Meat Company. This was in February 26th. Okay, whose owners are of Chinese descent, according to the Sacramento Police Department, which is investigating the incident as a possible bias or hate-related crime. Bias? When have you ever heard them use words like that when it comes to us getting brutalized and attacked? Not only was an animal violently abused. Oh, an animal violently abused. So what does that got to do with anti-Asian racism? But it was used to threaten people and provoke fear at an Asian American-owned business in Sacramento, said Councilwoman Maya Vang. Our city is committed to racial equity and justice, which means confronting the perpetrators of hate and acknowledging the trauma and suffering experienced by victims. First of all, let me stop right there. Okay. Councilman Mai Vang, if you claim that Sacramento is committed to racial equity and justice, how come you were so quiet when Stephon Clark got murdered? That's what I want to know. These are lies you're telling, councilwoman. You're lying. Okay? when black people, when the brother who got shot years back in Sacramento, who was sitting in his car, I forgot his name. I gotta look that up. He was sitting in the car reading a book and got shot 14 times by the police, by Sacramento police. How come you didn't say nothing then? If you were so dedicated to racial equality and justice, huh? How come you're not fighting for black people in the city of Sacramento to have a better opportunity to own businesses? How come you're not pushing for that? If you're so dedicated. Because you're not. This is all a front so you can capitalize on anti-black racism. The owners of Mad Butcher Meat Company posted on the shop's social media page that they were shaken and especially disappointed by the incident. It is impossible for us to fully discuss the incident without feeling an overwhelming amount of emotion, they said. The shop, owned by Michael and Deanna Shum's family for more than 30 years, thanked the community for the calls, hugs, support, and community organizing, and a social media post Wednesday. We are very blessed to have you guys as our family. And I'm going to stop to give a footnote. I saw the actual report when they aired it. Okay, a week and a half ago. Okay? And you know what's ironic? The Asian lady was getting emotional, right, as they were interviewing her. And she's like, yeah, we had to hire extra security. And guess who they hired? A black man to do their security. They showed a black security guard pacing in front of their store. This is all propaganda and insulting. And it's phony. I thought, oh, that's interesting. Ain't nobody died. Ain't nobody got beat when y'all in y'all Asian stores and y'all Asian salons and all that beating black women up. These Asian coward dudes pushing on black women, punching them, kicking them and all that. We need to be the ones to be talking about anti-black racism coming from the Asian community. How dare you guys try to come at us like that? Because y'all think you slick. You're trying to play both ends to the middle. It's not going to work because white supremacy ain't going to allow that. And intelligent black society is not going to allow that. We're the ones getting beat up and y'all whining about a damn dead cat and people calling in. And she said that people were calling in saying, hey, you guys use bat? Oh, wow. Ain't nobody died? The incident comes amid a string of attacks on Asians and Asian Americans, many of them and otherwise vulnerable. Oakland's Chinatown has been the scene of a series of attacks and thefts that have left the community on edge. Stop it. You notice they can't say, you talking about attacks? You notice they can't say nobody died? Vulnerable. Black people, we get attacked by white supremacists, the Asian community, the Latino community, these European immigrant communities. We catch hell from everybody. And you whining about this? I'm not buying it. Black folks, don't you buy it either. California lawmakers approved on Monday $1.4 million in one-time funding to support academic efforts to report and track anti-Asian incidents which have surged nationwide since the COVID-19 pandemic began last year. Now, see, that's even more insulting. Did y'all hear that? This is my first time reading this article with y'all. I'm disgusted. First thing they did, California lawmakers got together and approved Monday, quick, $1.4 million. Tangibles. We get beat up, killed, murdered by the police, and we get reconciliation, maybe a study on reparations. They ain't throwing no money at us. And all you coons out there talking about against reparations, y'all are traitors. Don't come nowhere near me. For y'all to sit up there and say we don't need reparations on the hell that we catching, while everybody else is getting money thrown at them for minor complaints, and for you as a black person to sit up here and be like, no, we don't need reparations. What's that gonna do? You are worse than suicidal. You're worse than cowardly. You are a scourge. You're Larry Elders and all you other clowns who up there talking, we don't need reparation, we catching all this hell, while these other groups are getting money thrown at them. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, man. We ain't hearing that at all. So that was the end of that article right there, y'all. And you see how at the end they capped it off. Oh, boom, here go a check. We've been saying cut the check for a long time, and we keep getting ignored. Now we're not even getting ignored. Now we're just getting insulted. Now they didn't got so desperate. They saying, no, you know what? Y'all the ones doing it. So you're not even entitled to reparations until the next George Floyd happens. Until the next Natasha Harling happens. Then what? See, America is in this perpetual schizophrenic resistance to our righteous demands. Perpetual. Some bad happens where they're forced to look at it. Oh, we need to do something about racial justice. Okay. Now, when we make our demands strong, now it's turned into, you know what? Y'all the ones doing it. You went from George Floyd to we need to study, and which is phony. Look at reparations and you know Black Lives Matter and this and that. You went from that to, you know what? Actually, it's y'all. America's a joke. America's a joke, man. So, black people, on that note, sisters, and, these Asian store owners, and they're getting bailed out partially by the white supremacists. Don't think that they don't realize that a lot of black people have stopped doing business with them for a number of reasons. And, you still got a lot of bedwenches who will go up in these Asian shops and take abuse and still keep going up in there to get your damn bundle, which you don't need. Black women need to start wearing their own natural hair and style that, and we need to make our own hair market. We need to be owning the hair market. They should be buying our hair. And part of that is black women too busy trying to chase this white image of what they think beauty is. Because truth be told, since as black men, we ain't too excited about them wigs and them weaves. We're not too excited about that. We really not. Now a lot of dusty niggas, yeah, they like that. Because they fake inside too. So they don't mind a fake ass or even go buying her some fake titties or a fake ass. They don't care about that. Real brothers, we like that natural nappy hair. I love natural nappy hair on a black woman. That gets me excited. I love to see that. It's so sexy about a black woman's natural hair. There's something very sexy about that. You know what I mean? But there's something very fake when you run around here with purple dyed, with a purple wig on. Running to them Asian shops, getting karate chopped in your head for some damn bundles that they overcharging you for. If you want to get some bundles, sisters, hit up some other sisters. Order it online. Go to a black shop. They ain't gonna want. Another sister 9 times out of 10, if she ain't got no beef with you, she ain't gonna be sitting up there trying to karate chop you in the throat. do a spin kick in your damn stomach. They ain't doing that. We need a shift away from these people because they're insulting us on top of it now. You know? So with that, man, I'm gonna leave it there for the political commentary for now. I'm gonna be covering some other stories this week. Y'all stay tuned for that. Click that like button, subscribe, leave some comments, check out the link in the description. You heard me. We gonna go in on the first song. We're gonna do 10 tracks off my Soundcloud page. We're gonna do 10 tracks today. The first track we're gonna dump for y'all. It's called Movements and Revolutions. Movements and Revolutions. It's a hip hop instrumental. You feel me? Let's get it, y'all. Y'all give me a second. I'm having some slight technical difficulties, but it's loading up. We still up in here, y'all. Hold on. hip hop from scratch, no sample. This next one is called Generational Curse. Hip hop instrumental. Let's go. Man. This next one's called Action on the Field. Let's get it. know what it is, man. Action on the field. Pop instrumental by the da-grioht. You know we never stop. Come on, come on. Let's go. This next one is called Hazmat and Mask. Hip hop instrumental, Hazmat and Mask. Alright, Hazmat and Mask. This next one is called Comedic Bloodline. Comedic Bloodline. Hip hop instrumental by the da-grioht. All that cook up. That was that Comedic Bloodline. That's how we do it. Got the next one popping off. Yo, shout out to No Emotion and the guys, man. Killer Miller, man. Shouts out to all my favorite rappers. What up, Bama? You feel me? Shouts out Laura Sin, Monopole Joe. This next one is called Course of Action.
Course of Action, y'all. Hip hop instrumental by da-grioht. No sample. All original beats, all original sounds. And to me, I think that's just how you gotta keep it. I think that's the best way to do it, personally. If you got the skill like that, then do it like that. Facts. We ain't messing around. Let's get it. This one's called Gems 3, y'all. Hit y'all with some of this house shit. 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on, let's go. Shake your ass, girl, shake your ass, girl, shake your ass, girl, shake your booty, girl, shake your ass, even shake your booty, girl, shake your ass, girl, shake your booty, girl, shake your ass, girl, shake your ass, girl, shake your booty, girl, shake your ass, even shake your booty, even shake your booty. Girl, shake your ass, girl, shake your ass, girl, shake your ass, girl, shake your ass, even shake your titty.
even shake your booty. Shake your booty, even shake your booty, ha, 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 shake it, girl, shake it, girl, shake it, girl, ha. What? That was Gems 3, y'all. Production by dagrioht. No sample. You feel me? This next one coming up, y'all. Another hitter. Another hitter. You know we ain't gonna stop. We gonna keep popping with it, man. It's gonna keep on. What up, Instagram? Y'all share this, man. IGTV, what up? It's dagrioht. This next one is called Brazen and Tactful. Brazen and Tactful. All instrumental, man. Hip hop instrumental by dagrioht. Let's go. hip-hop, y'all. Let's get it. No sample, beats from scratch. That's how I like it like that. You heard? Shouts out to Paul Boulder out there in the UK, man. Phoenix FM Radio. You heard? Let's go. This next one's called Fear Not. Let's get it.
Da-grioht. 1, 2. This is crucial, man. Bang. Want y'all join us. This year's crucial. 2020, little nigga, don't make me move you out of my way. Black empowerment, camouflage, ready to engage. Tangibles are already possessed, the intangibles. Survive to the next day in the struggle, but I gotta live. Hip hop is a gift, shift to a higher gear. My ears to the ground. Idle with knowledge, gossip dropping. Grow up, get that bag. Stop being a child. I got my own while you live at home with your mama. That shit is wild. This is crucial, man. Bang. Want y'all join us. This year's crucial. 2020, little nigga, don't make me move you out of my way. Black empowerment, camouflage, ready to engage. Tangibles are already possessed, intangibles. Survive to the next day in the struggle, but I gotta live. Hip hop is a gift, shift to a higher gear. My ears to the ground. Idle with knowledge, gossip dropping. Grow up, get that bag. Stop being a child. I got my own while you live at home with your mama. That shit is wild, wild. How can you hustle with no drive? Suckers can't hide. I shed the light in the dark. Stop second guessing, knowing something. That shit you talk is redundant. At the summit, you suckers getting confronted. Blunt and pale down the high. I still don't handle my business. Rob a wigger, leave his ass penniless. We the shit, you hoes ain't shit. The energy shifts, jumping off cliffs. Listen, exercises, contour, decor, set it up, roll out the red carpet. Sparking, throw the weapon in the back seat. Evidence left at the scene, so mean, so clean, white as snow. Cook up dope, I approve this message. I got the muscle reflexing, chin checking, disrespecting these punks and drunks and hops. I saw my hash out of weed pipes.
I got a lot of good reviews on this one, man. Hey, like 2,799 plays, 68 replays, reposts. This one's called Rules, hip hop instrumental. What up, Biscuit? Rules. Let's go. Let's get it. Come on.
Yeah, man, that was rules, man.
Landed bland, no trust for him. Slave patrol in modern day, I'm a soldier that don't play. They try to lock brothers away, plucking my blunt in the ashtray. Thinking on the next move, I prove myself through my dope product. Don't test a nigga, cause I will click, clack, buck, leave them stuck. I love them ladies with them pretty faces, body looking nice, fuck it twice. Get it on to a yelling track, da-grioht reacts, packs weapons, artillery when I'm stepping. Getting massages, girls with big titties, menages. I'm camouflage and life is a war. Drops, I'm always dodging. Do you better than your ex? I'm up next. Shoot me a text, send me a pic, pretty thick, type of shit. That's out for the chips. Casino, fine Bambino. I'm mob like Pacino. I'm a good fella. I'm a teller, come get it. Money we splitting and banging beats and melodies. They fuck with you, girl. I'ma commit a felony. You're telling me ATG can't take over this industry, please? Your chick attracted to me for my looks first, then my swag, then my cheese. Burn niggas up, leave them deceased. On this mic, I'm a beast. Let's go. Let's go. They ask me what I'm doing to fight white supremacy. I tell them I spread a message of black empowerment through my music on the daily. Systematic, it's academic. What you gon' do when them devils turn off the spigot? I speak the real, all you hear is crickets. We VIP, I don't need a ticket. White power starts hating when the black man starts winning. Herbalist sealed up packs, I keep it pushing through while you cowards try to resist. On my hustle, I got a tight grip. Warships ready, down and dirty. My enemies wanna hurt me, but I got a permanent shield from God. We about that action, you suckers is all talk. When I pull up, don't act shocked. Half of these niggas claiming they gang scissors in bed with the cops. Drop squad crew, TSC. We make them cowards drop. Press on, don't stop, don't stop. Let's go. They want to handcuff a brother after they have you show them your hands. My first thought is to grab the gag and land it bland. No trust for them. Slave patrol in modern day. I'm a soldier that don't play. They try to lock brothers away, plucking my blunt in the ashtray. Thinking on the next move, I prove myself through my dope product. Don't test a nigga, cause I will click, clack, buck, leave them stuck. I love them ladies with them pretty faces, body looking nice, fuck it twice. Get it on to a yelling track, da-grioht reacts, packs weapons, artillery when I'm stepping. Getting massages, girls with big titties, menages. I'm camouflage and life is a war. Drops, I'm always dodging. Do you better than your ex? I'm up next. Shoot me a text, send me a pic, pretty thick, type of chick. That's out for them chips. Casino, fine Bambino. I'm mob like Pacino. I'm a good fella, I'm a teller, come get it. Money we splitting it, banging beats and melodies. They fuck with you, girl, I'ma commit a felony. You're telling me ATG can't take over this industry, please? Your chick attracted to me for my looks first, then my swag, then my cheese. Burn niggas up, leave them deceased. On this mic, I'm a beast. Let's go. Let's go. They ask me what I'm doing to fight white supremacy. I tell them I spread a message of black empowerment through my music on the daily. Systematic, it's academic. What you gon' do when them devils turn off the spigot? I speak the real, all you hear is crickets. We VIP, I don't need a ticket. White power starts hating when the black man starts winning. Herbalist sealed up packs, I keep it pushing through while you cowards try to resist. On my hustle, I got a tight grip. Warships ready, down and dirty. My enemies wanna hurt me, but I got a permanent shield from God. We about that action, you suckers is all talk. When I pull up, don't act shocked. Half of these niggas claiming they gang scissors in bed with the cops. drop squad crew DSC. We make them cowards drop. Press on, don't stop, don't stop. Let's go.
Nobody doing it like me, man. I'm not patting myself on the back, but ain't nobody doing it like me. Let's get into this next one. Politically selfish. We doing more than 10. We gonna keep pushing, man. More music for y'all, man. Politically selfish. Instrumental by da-grioht.